Hello, welcome back to cacticalmain. Welcome back to cacticalmain, guys. Sorry it's been about a week since I put up a video. Work's been very busy and pollen has gotten me. Can't see pollen. It's been tearing me up, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and push through this video. Okay, let's do it, man. Guys, I've been wanting to do this video for a very long time, and I know it's gonna spawn a certain level of satanic hate towards me, but you know what? I gotta get it off my chest, guys. I have to get it off my chest. I am sick and tired of hearing about Sig P320 hype. Now I know this video is going to piss off a lot of people. It's going to. And it's not, I'm not doing this purposely to piss people off. I'm doing this to share what I think is actual hype about the Sig P320. So, when I feel like I'm starting to piss people off, I'll put up a cute little picture of some kittens. And there's going to be a lot of bad words. I'm going to try to keep it to a minimum, but if they start pissing people off, I'll put up a little picture of puppies. Now we got the kittens and puppies squared away, guys. I'm sorry if you're buying into the hype of the Sig P320, okay? First and foremost, I would like to state that I am not discrediting the quality of the P320. I'm not discrediting the reliability of the P320. I'm not discrediting the functionality of it. I'm not saying it's a horrible firearm. It's actually a very great firearm. What I am saying, number one, if you've jumped onto the P320 hype because the US Army adopted it, where enough were you with the M9? You're using the same reasoning, so you should have liked the M9. You should have loved the M9 if you're gonna jump on the P320 Army adoption bandwagon. Kittens! So now we got number one out of the way. The primary thing that is, I just don't understand how people are falling for it, and not necessarily falling for it, but how they're seeing something that's not great and saying it is the most amazing thing in the world. I have to call out the P320's modularity. While it is an innovative and pretty cool feature, I'm getting sick and tired of hearing, oh, you can have multiple calibers and sizes in the same gun. And then they pull out a trigger housing and say, this is the only thing that's got a serial number, this is a gun. No, it's a fucking trigger housing. It's not a gun, okay? That same person will not hold up the lower of their AR-15 and say, I have a gun. No, they won't say it. They say I have an AR-15 lower, a multi-cal lower, I can put an upper on and change the caliber and change the length of my barrel. That's it. They're not saying this is a gun. Even though it is the only part that is registered or needs a background check to get, they're not saying this is a gun. So how in the hell are you holding up a piece of metal trigger housing, trigger group, and calling that a gun? It's not a functioning gun. Stop calling it a gun. Call it a lower, okay? Call it your P320 lower. You got a multi-cal P320 lower. I gotta get some water. Allergies are killing me. The P320 is this fancy modular new system where you can buy a compact size 9mm, right? Then you can take out your gun, your trigger housing, and put it in a completely different full size or a subcompact and change the caliber. Right, yeah! Now I can have two guns with one gun. Yeah, right, cool. That's awesome, dudes. And I gotta say it, that is really cool, right? But the reason people are getting all hyped up and what they're saying about it is not the truth. $597 for your P320, $407 for the kit if you want to change size and caliber. That gets you your frame, your slide, and your barrel. Doesn't get you any magazines. So you're already at $1,004 to have two guns with that one trigger group. Okay, you can get 2 Glock Gen 3s for $499, $998 or something like that, $6 cheaper, and you have 2 functioning guns. Whereas if you're with the Sig P320, you have 1 functioning gun and a pile of parts. It's not the amazing wonder modularity system that people are leading it out to be. Okay, yes, again, it is cool that you can do that. But don't tell me you have 2 guns with 1 serialized trigger number or trigger housing. You don't. You have 1 functioning gun where you have to disassemble, pop some pins, get that out, and reassemble, where someone who buys even 2 Smith & Wesson M&Ps, you can buy an M&P 9C and an M&P 40 full size. You got 2 different calibers, 2 different size firearms, way cheaper, both ready to go. Now, I understand the Sig P320 is an outstanding firearm. I will buy one day, and I will not buy it for its modularity. That's not what I want, okay? But for the personal home use, that makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. You're gonna spend out the wazoo money, and you really don't have as many guns as you want. You don't, right? Because you have 1 trigger housing and a bucket of parts. You don't have 2 functioning guns. You don't have 3 functioning guns. You have the capability to make them, but you don't have it. And that's the hype right there. Everybody's saying, oh, you got 2 guns, you got 3 guns, you can have as many guns as you want. No, you will only have 1 gun and a bucket of parts. So it's not this amazing end all. I know I'm getting a lot of hate. I hope you enjoy the kittens so far, guys, but it's just overhyped to no end. Let me get this straight, actually. For the Army, it makes perfect sense, okay? Because you can, like many other people have stated, you can have all the buckets of parts and you can set up that firearm for the specific MOS needs, okay? But for civilian use, stop saying you're gonna have all these fucking guns, because you're not gonna have all these fucking guns. You're gonna have 1 operating gun and a bucket of parts. Again, 1 operating gun, bucket of parts. For cheaper, you can have multiple operating guns that at any given minute you can go get, okay? Instead of having to break it down, pull a pin. Yes, it's easy to break it down and pull a pin, okay? But it's not a functioning gun. You have to break it down, reassemble, now you have a functioning gun. Now what was once a functioning gun is now a bucket of parts. Yes, the P320 is an amazing gun. Yes, it is an amazing pistol. Yes, it is very accurate. Yes, it's very reliable. But the hype on the modularity is horse shit. So I hope I've covered the hype on the Sig P320 good enough for you guys. If you agree with me, let me know down below. If you disagree, please let me know down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope I didn't piss you off too much. Hopefully the kittens and puppies helped you a little bit. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe for more weird and strange videos.